good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. So this is our third and last topic for our semifinals, which is the modern art movements and the contemporary art movements. So first, we have to discuss the modern art movements. No, so when we say modern art movements, it is characterized by uh wherein we break from traditions. The artist is no longer they are feel I mean they are not feel the obligations to imitate the reality, so instead they are going to experiment with the styles, the techniques, the colors, and the ideas. So these movements sometimes overlap and influence one another. Okay, so we have here, so we need to distinguish the action painting from color field. Okay, and we have to critique the commodifications of art in pop art. Okay, so we have the abstract expressionism. So when we say abstract expressionism, it is during the 1940s and 1950s. Okay, so yung abstract expressionism na yan. Okay, so this is the first major American art movement. Okay, so to achieve the international influence after the World War II. No? So it marked the transfer of the World Center from the Paris to New York. So ano yung kanyang characteristics? No? So first, in characteristics is ang expressionism, no? Ang abstract expressionism, its emphasis the expressions from the word expression, okay? It is focused on conveying emotions, individuality, and of course the freedom rather than depicting the realistic subjects, okay? So there is also the large scale canvases, no? So yung mga artists, ang ginagamit nila, okay? They work on the monumental canvases, okay? Gestural brushwork, no? So energetic, they use energetic strokes, the drips, the splatters, okay? Which emphasize the act of painting itself, no? It's like yung action painting. Kaya kung napapansin mo dyan sa example na yan, drip lang yan or mga splash ng brushwork na ginawa nila. Okay? So, abstract forms. There is no clear figures or realistic subjects, but it has color, shape, and movement were used to evoke the emotions. Okay? So, there are two main styles. Una, ito yung action painting natin. So, ine-emphasize niya yung dynamic movement and the process of paintings. No? Yung artist, gumamit sila ng energetic brush strokes, no? Brush strokes, yung drips and splatters para po ma-express nila yung kanilang emotions. For example, yung kay John Pollock's drip, no? So, yun yung nasa pinakaunang picture kanina. Next naman is the color-filled painting. So they focus on a large areas of color to create or rather than the gestures, no, para makapag-create sila ng spiritual or emotional depth, no? So they aim to create a sense of spirituality, of the calm and emotional depth. So example naman is si Mark Rothko or Barnett Newman. Yan na yung nakikita nyo dyan sa pictures. Okay? So we have here the different artists during this time. So we have in this after po kasi ng World War II, the artists in America, they were searching for freedom. No? So ano yung freedom na yun? Freedom of thought, freedom of feeling, and of course, the creativity. No? So there are four artists that they became pioneers of a movement na tinatawag nating abstract expressionism. Okay, so nagfo-focus po sila sa emotion, sa personal expressions rather than in realistic images. So una dyan, si Jackson Pollock. So yan yung unang picture. Okay, so si Jackson Pollock, Okay, so ano yung kanyang style na ginamit? It is action painting. They focus for drip and splatter techniques. Okay, dripping. So ano yung explanation ng uh, kwan na yan? So yung Pollock's paintings na yan, no? They look like a wild and chaotic, no? But they are in a deeply emotions, no? So he would lay into a huge canvas, ne? Okay? Na linalagay niya sa floor and then dinidrip or finifling or nag-splash siya ng paint. They use sometimes sticks, mga brushes, or even po yung kanyang kamay. Okay? So, para sa kanya po, ang painting it was not just about creating a picture. So, it's all about the physical act, no, like a dancing or performing. So, yung art na ginagawa niya, ine-express niya doon yung energy, yung freedom, okay, or di kaya naman yung subconscious mind natin, wherein nagre-reflect siya during the post-war, no, they are searching for individualities. Okay? So, pangalawa naman, we have Willem de Kooning. So, it's 1904. Si William. Okay? 1904 to 1997. So, ano yung kanyang style? Gumamit siya ng action painting or under abstract expressionism. Okay? So, famous siya, it is because it is expressive brushstrokes and distorted human figures. No? So kung napapansin mo kasi, mayroong mga maliliit na figures. Okay, so si de Kooning, pinagmix niya po yung abstractions with the human figures, especially po yung mga kababaihan. Okay, so mostly sa kanyang mga paintings, makikita mo yung rough, energetic, brushstrokes, and of course, different layers of colors wherein pwede mong makita doon it's either alive or violent. Okay? So, naniniwala siya that painting was only a way, no, to struggle with emotions and identity para po pakita niya yung chaos sa modern life. Okay? So, next naman, we have Mark Rothko. So, ano naman yung kanyang style? Si Mark Rothko is during the 1903 to 1970. So, yung kanyang style na ginamit, it is the color-filled painting na tinatawag natin. So, gumamit siya ng large canvases, okay? So, large blocks of color wherein parang makikita mo doon to glow, okay? So, unlike po kasi kay Pollock's, okay, na energy, si Rothko naman is sinasabi niyang that art is quiet, spiritual, and emotional. So, nag-try siya mag-paint into a large rectangle, okay? Wherein nandun yung mga soft colors. Okay, he carefully layered to make it them to seem to be or to float or to have a pulse, no? Kaya kapag tumayo ka in front of the paintings of Rothko, parang mafe-feel mo din yung peaceful. But it is deep, no? Parang nagme-meditate daw yung feeling. So gusto niya that the viewers to feel the emotions, not to see the stories. So ibig sabihin, mas nakafocus siya into the emotions and expressions, not to the story of that painting. Okay? So si Franz Klein naman in the 1910 and 1962, okay? So ang kanyang style is action painting. Okay? It's a bold black and white brush strokes. So doon naman siya famous. Okay? Yung kay Klein's, yung painting niya, it looks like a giant calligraphy daw. Bakit? Because it is he used, no, a thick black line. So kapag white backgrounds, black lines ang ginagamit. Pero pag black background, white lines yung kanyang ginagamit. No? So, yung kanyang arts, nagpapakita ng power, ng speed, ng strength, wherein it is more on the energy no, during or in the year of industrial age. Although yung mga works niya is napakasimple, but they are full of movement and intensity. Okay, nagre-reflect siya sa raw energy of our modern life. Okay? So next naman we have pop art. So dito naman sa pop art, no, after the World War II, okay, both the Britain and the United States were rebuild, no, their societies. So this was the age of mass media, the televisions, advertising, yung mga fast foods, okay, and the consumer goods. Okay, the people were surrounded by the colorful images. Okay, the celebrities, yung mga comic books, yung mga brands and mga billboards na nakikita natin. Okay? So, while yung mga earlier artists natin during the yung mga nandun sa abstract expressionist, they focus on emotions and inner feelings. Yung pop art naman po is they turn to the attentions, no, to the outside world, no, so the one filled with commercial products and of course the pop cultures, no. So ang pop culture kasi or pop culture, ang pop art, no, it's celebrated and the same time criticized, no. It is the rise of consumerisms and the media or mass media culture natin. So, if sabi nga nila, no, if this is the world we live in, no, full of Coca-Cola, movie stars, and comics, then these things is deserve to be an art too. Okay, so yun yung sinasabi nila during that time. So in pop art, we have the characteristics. So of course, it's the everyday imagery. No? So the artists use objects from our daily life like yung mga soup cans, mga soda bottles, advertisement, comics, mga mass medias, at yung mga yon. Okay, so that is everyday imagery. Next naman is bold colors and clear lines. So they use bright, flat colors, no, that is similar to the printed ads. It is easy for the public para ma-recognize nila and ma-enjoy nila isang bagay. Okay, so it's bold colors and clear lines. Next naman is we have the mass production influence. No? So there are some artists, they use screen printing, imitating industrials, and of course, in commercial, printings. Okay? Nagmimic or minimik nilang isang bagay. Next naman is mix of high and low culture or blurring high and low culture. Okay? So they combine the fine art like the painting, the culture with the popular culture. Pinagsama nila yung painting culture sa mga cartoons, mga advertisement, mga medias. That is the mix of high and low cultures. Okay? So next naman is irony and humor or the irony and the critic. So yung mga pop artists natin, they also use satire to comment on how our society is being obsessed with fame and of course in consumptions. Okay? So we have here the different artists. Una naman dito is si Roy Lichtenstein. Okay? So ang kanyang famous work, let's say Warm Droning Girl. Okay? So gumagamit siya ng mga comic book styles, ng mga thick outlines, ng mga dots, mga speech bubbles, kung makikita nyo dyan sa example. Okay? So, si Richard Hamilton, ito naman yung just what it is it that makes today, no? So, yung homes, so different, so appealing, no? So, ito yung mga unang pop art collage, okay? They mix the media and of course the advertisement. Okay? So meron din yung kay Claes Oldenburg, no? Ito yung mga soft sculptures, yung gumagamit sila ng mga giant, okay? Ginagawa nilang exaggerated. Like for example, yan, giant tawag dyan, sunny side up, or flower ba yan? Basta yon. Or di kaya gumagamit sila ng mga giant hamburgers, ice cream cones, yung mga yan. Okay? They turn the ordinary objects into oversized sculptures. Okay? So, next naman is si James Rosenquist. Okay? Yung wherein he combined ads and war imagery to critique the consumerisms. Okay? So, ang pop art, they show that the art is everywhere. Okay? So, nakikita siya sa supermarket, sa mga magazines, and even in TV screens or in etc. Okay? So, it is a colorful, it is bold, and it is easy to recognize, but it is also make us think about how the commercialism, okay, and the fame affect our world. Okay? So next is we have the minimalism. So dito naman sa minimalism art is it's during the 1960s to 1970s. Okay? So after po ng okay, after the energy and the emotions ng isang abstract expressionism and yung mga flashy colors ng pop art, okay, some of those artists during the 1960s, they wanted to strip the art down into its simplest form. Okay, they want to make it simple. Okay, they were tired of dramas, of the emotions in art, no? Gusto lang nila yung mga calm, yung merong order, merong clarity, no? So that's why this period, they also match, no, the time when the technology, the architectures and designs is mas nagiging clear, okay, or mas malinis, and it is more modern, okay? Like, for example, you have to think of a glass buildings, of the metal structures, ng mga geometric forms, okay? Yun po. Okay? So, ang minimalism, it reflect with the modern industrial world, okay? It's the values of precisions, of simplicity, and efficiency. That's why pag sinabi nating minimalism, it is all about less is more. So it removes those unnecessary decorations. Okay, minimalist. It's very simple. They focus only on forms, on the spaces, and of course the materials. Okay, yung art, they doesn't need to tell the stories or to express their emotions. They just only want to uh, exist, no? Minimalist lang, maliit lang, simple, okay? So, yung goal ng artist dito is para lang po gawin yung mga viewers, no, to make or to observe carefully, to notice the textures, to notice the size, the proportions, okay? And of course, the light that they have in that art, okay? So there is a characteristics which is simplicity and reductions, no? They strip down the forms, they usually use geometrics like yung mga squares, rectangles, lines, and etc. No more decorations or detailed design because it is simple, okay? Focus on materials. Okay, yung mga artists, they use industrial materials kagaya ng mga steel, ng mga concrete, ng mga glass, or wood. Okay? So, yung material nila na ginamit, or yung material itself, becomes the beauty of the art, no? So, material pa lang, art na siya. Okay, objectivity. So, no emotions, no message, or personal touch. No? So, it's the artwork itself. Okay, it's about experiencing the space, yung form, okay, not to interpret yung mga tinatagong meanings niya. Okay? So, repetitions and order. So, they use repetitive shapes, modular designs, and of course, the perfect symmetry, no, na nagre-reflect into balance and discipline. Okay, so last naman is industrial influence, wherein there are many minimalist works, no, that it looks like a machine made. No, they connecting the art with the modern architectures and of course the technologies. So we have here the famous minimalist artist. No? So una si Donald Judd. Okay? So yan. He used repetitive or repeated metal boxes na parang naki-attach siya sa walls. Okay? It is only a pure form but no symbolism. Okay? So Dan Flavin, fluorescent light installation naman yung sa kanya, wherein it create a glowing spaces, wherein he used colored fluorescent lights. Okay? So next naman is kay Carl Andre. So he used a simple raw materials kagaya ng mga bricks or yung mga metal plates. Okay? They place on the floor. Kung nakikita nyo dyan sa picture. Si Frank Stella, it's black paintings, okay? He painted geometric patterns, which is there's no emotions or stories, but it's just only a color and of course, a shape. That's why pag sinabi nating minimalism, the art no reduced to its pure essence. Okay, yung clean, calm, and clear. No? So it teaches us that simplicity can be more powerful, no? And that art doesn't need to be emotional or complex para po magkaroon siya ng or to make it more meaningful. Okay? So next is we have the installation art. So in installation art, it is during the 1970s up to present. Okay? So, pag sinabi nating installation, okay, so by the year 1970s, the artists or those artists during that time began to move, okay? So, from traditional art forms like yung mga paintings, sculptures, they wanted to create an art that people would experience, not just look at, okay? Hindi para tinitignan or nakikita lang nila. So, they want to experience it also. So, this happened during the time when our society was became more interactive, more experimental, and aware of those spaces and environment. Okay, so ang installation art is pinag-merge nila or pinagsama, okay, yung mga movements like the conceptual art and performance art, which is they focus on those ideas and experience rather than just those beautiful objects. That's why pag sinabi nating installation art, they transform, okay, the whole spaces into an art. No? So yung artist, they want to arrange the objects, the lights, the sounds, or even yung mga video para po makapag-create sila ng isang immersive environment wherein yung space, no, the viewer can were able to enter, not to walk around or para ma-feel po nila. So yung goal ng installation is hindi lang para ipakita ang isang bagay, but they want to make the viewer part of the artwork. So that's why they want to experience, no, the viewer they want the viewer should experience. Okay? So we have the characteristics na. First is the site specific. Here yung artwork is designed into a particular location. So it's either sa mga rooms, mga buildings, or yung mga outdoor areas. So hindi siya basta-basta move, okay? Or maialis doon. So the place itself, it is already part of the art. Okay? So immersive experience. So the viewers were able to walk inside, they were able to touch or to interact with those installation arts. No? So they were able to experience emotional, sensory, or even in spiritual. So mixed media, so they combine the different materials. Gumamit sila ng mga objects, gumamit sila ng mga lights, ng mga sounds, videos, or even po yung mga live performances. Okay, so temporary nature. So there are many installations that are temporary and they are nasisira sila or tinatanggal nila after the exhibitions. So it reflects how art, no, and life is always changing or nagbabago. Okay? So concept driven. So they focus on the or they focus, no, the idea or the message rather than in the traditional beauties. No? So, ang mga installation arts na yan were able to tell a stories, they were able to raise awareness, or they provoke your thoughts. Okay, so we have the famous installation artist. Okay, so una si Yayoi Kusama. So, Yayoi Kusama, it is the infinity room mirrors, wherein there are the rooms that is filled with a lot of mirrors of lights to create a walang katapusang reflections, wherein express infinity and of course the self-reflections. Next naman is si Cristo and Gian Claude. No? So, yung gate, okay, the wrap Reichstag, okay, so they use fabric, no, para i-wrap nila yung isang building or yung landscape to transform it in a familiar places, no, para po to have a new experiences. Okay, so Olafur Eliasson, the weather project, no, so ito yung they create a glowing sun, ayan, kung nakita niya sa picture, sa loob ng isang museo or museum to explore the light, the nature, and of course, the human perceptions. And lastly, we have Ernesto Neto. Yan na yung Navedenga. Okay, so it was built soft, fabric-based spaces that the visitors or viewers could walk through. Okay, they were able to explore, to touch, to smell, and to interact or to have the interactions. That's why pag sinabi nating installation art, it transformed the ordinary spaces into art experiences. No? So, inaalaw niya na ang isang tao is to enter, to explore, and to feel, okay? Making them part of the artwork itself, no? It reminds us that the art can be anywhere. So, it can make us, no? See the familiar spaces in different ways or in a new ways, no? So that is already our um third topic. Okay, so I hope you will learn something here, no? So on your recitations, no, so I will upload this on YouTube, and let your insights, no, i-comment nyo po yung mga insights nyo when it comes to this topic. Okay, so yung magiging comment nyo, that will be the basis of your recitations. Okay, so thank you for viewing these videos, or I hope you will going to watch this video.